Okay, as you can see, the desert's turned to sea now. We got nothing but mud and cactus. So our dust rainstorm has now gone away and left us with just mud flats. If we had any big prints up here, this actually, that looks like a print. That looks like a print. Let's take a look and see if anything moves. You can see where they've been coming up and down this, because that's not cow prints. If you look real good, those are biped prints coming up here that they're not gouged in at all. They're old and rained on now. Again, we got Wade and Lisa down from Wisconsin to go out with us again. They gave us a call on the way back through, so we decided to meet them here. So this is the family habitable zone here. They are in here all year. And you can see these tunnels. That's what keeps these tunnels open. But we're going to go over here to this, what looks like damage, and see if we can start seeing some kind of fresh sign. So what I was looking at is they twist these lining cedars on the first up. You can see these have been twisted, but I don't see, it's not the standard. So we'll work our way in here. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. So as you can see, this is every bit of this, just about as tall as I am, and that's that fresh break. Again, it's broken and twisted over and down, not straight down, over and down, up and over and down. I don't know, that still looks like it's a week old or so. Big damage. That could have been cow. They say I've surprised the family a dozen times in here and spooked that big male awake. So with this knocking our scent down, all this water, we might walk right up on top of them, who knows. We'll go in right here. I'll just watch the camera for fresh breaks. I don't want to point everything out, but like the marker tree right there. So you can see this little cedar that's ripped up. We'll see. It could have been cows. Yeah, that's cattle, probably. That's not a Bigfoot doing that. Okay, but cows didn't break this off. just heard 3 whoops. Yeah, no, this is a place I know they hang out. What we're going to do after this is work around, try to get to the river's edge, and then we'll try to look for fresh entry points and see where they're at. They may not be here on the river, but we can see where they've been doing that anyway. So I walked back up trail. I want to show you, this is where I pulled hair 3 years ago on video and tracking the female, and this is one of the torn apart marker branches here. I'm just going to show you that after all this time, 3 years, there's still hair. If you can see those or not. There's still hair in the tree after 3 years. Sorry, we had a flat tire, so my hands are all black, but yeah, so that's 3 years later. There's still hair in this break. And so we decided, but that's a 3-year-old break, so we're going to follow the tunnel through here that break marks. You see, they're already up here waiting on me. See, and then you'll come to this one, and this one's not 3 years old. And the reason I say that is because it's still completely green. This is not just days old, and it's not just broke over, it's twisted around and broke down. It takes a lot of strength to turn and spread and snap that. Tara just found a hair there now. Where's it at, hon?
See it? Under there?
Oh yeah, there it is right there. Same same girl. So she's still here. See, look at this. Same girl. 3 years later, identical hair. Same individual. And this is brand new because this is going to die. So this is brand new. So she's been through here recently, see? And she's leaving hair. So we'll just keep tracking her out. She's obviously left sign for us to follow. Now we're looking at damage. The top snapped off up there. That's somewhere around 8 feet. Let me see. Yeah, that's 8 feet. You can see here, snapped off, snapped off, snapped off, snapped off. This is the upper damage, because this is where her head and shoulders go through. And check this out, you guys. Look at this. See this laying here? Shredded, twisted apart. And then damage. Look at this. Damage. Damage at 8. Damage. All the tops. Look. Top gone, top gone, top gone. Get in here. All the tops are gone. This is from a hand passing. Look at this. It snapped off all these tops. Everyone through here. So a hand or something went through this right here and passed over the top of this. So she's 10 foot tall. She could barely wiggle her ass through here. But she's been here really recent. Let me look first at prints. Look here. It doesn't go there. It's just a hanger. So she's ducking around and going under this on quad mode and blocking this off. Look at all the damage and shit hanging in here. Look at this more upper dam here. Like I say, we've already found a hair of hers. Now these are the cells. So these are the cells they'll occupy. And they're just off the river. This is exactly what we wanted. There's me. Now we've had some rain and flooding, but here we go. Here we got a hominid track right here. There we go. That's as good as they get. So you got to print here. It's not mom. It's print.
Is that more right there? Look.
I'm sure the padding is, but that's a print.
Looks like toes.
Yeah, it does look like toes. But that's not of her though. Okay, so out here, this is what you should find, marking the tunnel on the way in.
Yeah.
And so generally, if they're using it, they'll mark it. Here you go. Yeah, there's a lot of black fur in it. There's a, that's the jaw to a rodent. Yep, that's a piece of rodent jaw, black fur, grass. There should be Russian olive, unless there's just not much this time of year because it's all eaten from winter. It hasn't fruited yet. There's a piece of something. A lot of fur. Looks like maybe, I don't know, rabbit fur maybe. Yeah, it's very human-like scat. The only thing is it's full of wild foods. Okay, here's some seeds, remnants of some kind. That's some vegetable matter. And there's seeds there. So it ate seed pods, grass, a rodent, and some other larger mammal. And we've got fresh breaks right here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you now. And we're trying to figure out which direction she's going. And I can't really tell yet, but this is the damage we're seeing here. These leaves aren't even wilted. And we had 85, 90 and hotter degree temperatures. So this leaf, if it went through an entire day of that, would have wilted flat or wilted back. And it hasn't. And that means this big snap here, this break, this tree, you can see no cow hit it or anything. This is exactly what we want to see. And it's really fresh. So that's last night, this morning, and I'd say all this damage is exactly the same. I feel the bark is still wet and not from rain. Okay, so like the underbark here, I can peel it. This bark is still fresh. So this was only maybe this morning. And here's the tops. See this? Look at this. Hello, come here. So what we're looking at is here's what was ripped off. Look, here's the pieces. See?
Oh yeah. Lisa, come here.
Stuffed back down. And this is salt cedar. And it is not easy to tear apart.
Lisa, look at these pieces. Look at yours.
Set here upside down.
They're sitting there upside down.
In a bunch.
Yeah, cows don't.
A cow can't bunch. All this was ripped off in one bunch, one hand, shredded it and set it and put it back. So This is like this morning, so. Doesn't look that. There's a little, there is some big ass prints through there though. So yeah, she did go through there. There's one, there's one. But I think she's just been moving all over this here. Let's see, she might be in here right now. You didn't hear that, did you? Hello, Mom? No, it's a motor. There next to us. So we're seeing all kinds of crazy damage, and obviously she's been through here, but we're not sure. Well, let's go out this way, but we're not sure where she went now. Now I see some crazy damage. Could still be cows, but I don't know. This looks pretty racked. Nope, that's not a cow. This looks like a romper room. See the ball? More over there. Something dug a hole. Then look at these twists. I've got vocals. I've got vocals. Hey. She's right around the corner. That's not a cow. I don't think it's a cow. Moaning, groaning. Look in this hole. Look at this. This is from the kids and Mama. Look at the ball. They got a ball. Look at dug a hole. Look what they've done to these freaking trees, man. Can you tell me how many times that's been twisted around? You see the shit the kids play with. That stuff is laying on top of pretty fresh stuff. It's all brand new. The family's been in here messing around. And you can see this is green. If you look at this, what I pick up here, it's green. This is fresh. So this is where they've been. And I just got moaning and vocals, a kind of a groaning coming out of it right over here. Whistled at. That's me whistling back. No cow did this. Look at this, the twists. This is brand new, look. Fresh green. This is this morning, last night. And if you look, they got a ball. I mean, this is family zone right here. Family zone 101. Steal a ball somewhere. Yeah, they rock this shit. Now, what's up with this? They dug it out for some reason. Right between, look at this. A hole dug out between two racked cedars. Like, why did they dig a hole between two racked cedars? Anyway, so this is what we're talking about, though. So, yeah, why would they dig this? Why would they do this? And you can see, man, they just destroyed this crap. Anyway, this is a family zone, so we're going to pull some apples now. Set a couple apples. Let's pull 2 apples. It wilt down. I mean, it wilt down in hours. So, oh yeah, I get them the best, dude. You gotta. That one may not last. But it'll be here. They'll see them. They'll know exactly what we're doing because we put them on their deal. So cool. That's about as cool as it gets. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and go ahead and turn this off now and take some better photographs and photo document this, and then we'll move out to the river bottom and then fire it back up. We might just go ahead and see if we can get some action. What do you got? Oh, sick. Wow. Looks like the same thing. I can see a bone fragment. I see tons of cedarberry seeds, fur, same trip, same mix in the diet. So we're going to go ahead and take a photo of this too. Bear with me on the video here. Same thing though. Whatever that is, that's an omnivore for sure, and it's eating mammals, and it's eating seeds, and it's eating rodents, all in the same feeding period. So that shows some type of scavenging and hunting both. So now we don't have any bear here. There's been no bear here in 100 years. 7 years, 8 years of research here, never found a bear print one, not even a sign of a bear. So, but we did have, like I said, moaning or something coming right out of this bush here. So we can see earlier seasonal damage. Normally if they're in here, you'll see quite a bit of fresh damage on this stuff, on the fresh growth. Almost always on the fresh growth. Or at least the green growth. See, now right here is the spot you'd find high damage. And I see a little bit of movement through here, but nothing major. So I don't think we'll run into her if we go this way anyway. Famous last words. Now see, we can see that. There's what a Russian olive looks like after a few days of being broke. So the ones we were looking at earlier were just maybe last night or this morning. And here we go. Tops up here were at least 5'10", and these all went up, so we know horse, cow, nothing did that. Okay, now we're going to come out back into the main river channel. Okay, so now I'm not going to worry about it. They know we're in here because we were whistling and not being the quietest people. But so off to my right is where we just had moaning, and we just saw all that recent damage. And so got some rain coming in now. So we're going to be moving on down river here and trying to find breaks where maybe we can find some more recent sign, or possibly get some footsteps. But that actually looks like possible one of her big prints there, blown out. Yeah, we're getting some pretty good rain now. Site that years ago I used to come right into this tunnel and run into the group quite a bit. This stuff is all broken. This is fresh, and that's snapped off. This is all broken the last day or two, and then this one was brought down to block the tunnel. These are brought down to block this tunnel. But if you look in here, you're going to see old breaks. This is, watch this. I've been in here before.
Yeah.
So it's like a primary place to hang out. See if they've got any breaks at the back, like they usually do. It does not used. Sure doesn't look like it's used as it has in the past. And then here they've got another one. Now this one looks like it's a little older. See how this is wilted?
Oh, yeah.
This in a few days, this will happen. So the branch will wilt like this in just 2 days in the heat. So this is 2 days old. That one over there's this morning or yesterday. So all they're doing with these is blocking this. They're blocking the door to get in there. So we can go on in there and look for food remnants. So this is one of the spots they used to do their food consumption. So there's been cattle through this though, so it's not a good sign. Got me. Probably naturally fallen. Try to push through this into the back. So back in here I've run into the group before. And I've also found food consumption areas back here. Alright, into the light. So this stretch past those trees is at the big bottoms of those big trees across is food consumption we found on the other side of that. And then we found spots of food consumption, cattle consumption down the side of this where there's a little more cover though.